going right on my house. Other than that, the tree's in perfect shape. I found a firefighter in Menor will do it for half of that,
Yeah,
except he hasn't done it yet.
I gotta get a tree down that's right next to my house.
Boy, it's expensive to get trees down. I actually had a quote, after I hired this guy, I had a guy do it, say he was gonna do it for less, $1,500, but he wasn't gonna do the stump.
Mm.
I had 4 taken down this summer.
Who did them?
Oh, jeez, I can't remember his name. I've had him before.
It's not cheap.
Mike
man.
Johnson, that's what his name was. Yeah, it was about $4,500, one really big one
Yeah.
and 3 manageable
All
ones.
right.
Yeah, it's
Thank
not
you.
cheap.
You are very welcome. All right, Mr. Chairman, we are ready when you are.
Okay, so we'll call this meeting to order. This is the Painesville Township Board of Zoning Appeals. As always, if there are no guests here, so if the board would stand, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. At this time, Rachel, if you do the roll call, please.
Okay, Dave Anzera,
Here?
Ken Sullivan,
Here,
Randy, who's not here, Dave Lindros,
Here.
and Chairman.
Here. All right, let the record show that 4 members are here. We do have a quorum. Public hearings, we have none this evening, so we'll open the regular meeting. At this time, would someone like to make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted from our case 20010 BZA? Well, it's the one with the variance for the fence. I'm not sure that number's right here.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for the November meeting.
I'll second.
Okay, Rachel, motion's been made and second. If you could,
Is that Dave Anzera?
Yeah.
Okay, Randy, who's not here, Dave Lindros,
Yes.
Ken,
Yes,
Dave Anzera,
Yes.
and Chairman.
yes. Okay, under old business, we have none. New business is the renewal of a conditional use permit, 16 BZA 06. At this time, I would ask our zoning inspector if there have been any problems with the applicant as to the conditions put on. Have you had any complaints?
No, Mr. Chairman, we haven't received any complaints.
So it's your recommendation that we should probably go ahead and renew this again?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, any questions from the board? There's no one to ask in favor or opposed to in the audience, so if someone would like to make a motion,
I'll make the motion to approve 16 BZA 06
as lined
As-
out here, right? with
as
another
lined up for
5-year
another
term?
5-year
Okay.
term with the operating
Same
hours 9 to
conditions as
5:30
previous,
and
okay.
all that.
Um, Yeah, actually, Mr. Chairman, the case number, because we switched zoning softwares, the case 16 BZA-06 is not the appropriate case. The
Okay.
case will now follow the case number in the upper right-hand corner, 2021-0011-BZA. It's the appropriate case number.
All
I'll
right.
make the motion to approve 2021-0011-BZA. And a 5-year renewal.
I'll second it.
Okay, Rachel, motion's been made and seconded.
Okay, Ken,
Yes,
Dave Lindros,
Yes.
Randy, who is not here, Dave Anzera,
Yes.
and Chairman.
Yes. Okay. So that ends our new business. We close the hearing, and we can adjourn. The next meeting is scheduled for January 11th. So some things we'll talk about just after the record with there is something coming, January 11th.
Yes, Mr.
I just want to let everyone know, I am not going to be here. I want to make sure we have enough for a quorum, and Dale Lewis is not gonna be here. He and I will be on the road to the Florida Keys for a couple of weeks. So,
I will be here.
I should be.
I
here.
should be.
Should be.
okay,
Yeah.
so that will be a quorum, and that should be a fairly quick one. All right, great. I suggested to Harley, on something like this, she's gonna check in, I'm not sure who you would check with, the trustees, the zoning board, or something. Something like this where a conditional use permit comes up for renewal and there have been no complaints, and it's the only thing on the agenda. If there's some way to save the township some money and keep us from having to convene, if the zoning inspector can just make that decision, maybe consult with us if need be via the phone, and just save the township some money and save people some time. You know, this should be pretty routine to approve that.
So I will say, I won't have the ability to discuss over the phone with the board.
Okay.
Basically, you guys aren't able to make any
That- okay.
decisions. I don't know if, well, you're not able to make any decisions via phone. It has to be a public,
Okay.
in a public forum where people can attend and hear what it is you guys are deciding. I don't know if we could change it would be a zoning resolution, it'd be a text amendment, to adjust the way that we do renewals for conditional use permits, maybe changing requirements and how they're handled. Maybe there's a cusp that we can do. I don't know. I'll actually have to discuss it with Jason to see if it's something that we legally have the authority to do, to approve some conditional use permit renewals at the administrative level, and requiring others that we may have record of complaint or concerns about at a Board of Zoning Appeals meeting. I'm not entirely sure if that's something that we can do, but I'll do some research on it, and it would be a zoning text amendment. So it would go through the zoning commission first, then through our trustees.
You might
for
want to
final
check, I sit on the
approval.
land use committee for the township, Rich and I both do, and what we basically do is we sit in a meeting once a month, if anyone wants to change their text in their zoning resolution. You might want to just check with that office and see if any of the other communities in the area do this.
Okay,
You might get a feeling from them,
okay.
okay?
What about another thought too? I don't know if this is possible. If that's the only thing on the agenda, move it to the next one.
Yeah, move it to the next one.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. Just give them an extra month, because we used to give them, we never used to do this.
Yeah, well, we didn't do it regularly. There was no,
That actually is, that's probably a better idea. Just move
To
it to
move them.
move it to the next meeting where there's something else there.
okay, yeah, we can do that, and it would be easier too.
That'd be a lot
If we could just
easier,
make it
yeah.
a part of.
And that's just
our
something
practices.
internally you could probably handle, couldn't you?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, why don't I rescind my request for you and just say, let's look at it that way.
Okay,
Okay,
Mr. Chairman.
good job, Dave. Okay, well, if there's nothing else, I think that's it, folks.
All right. How's the hunting going for the assistant?
Are we, did we adjourn?
Oh, I think.
Sorry, did we adjourn?
Yes, we are
Oh,
adjourned.
Sorry,
Yes.
let me end the stream here. And